Hello children, how are you all? I hope everyone are fine. So today I am going to start a new lesson for you, that is in English. The lesson name is Life Then and Now. This is your past and your present. This then means your past, now means that is your present. So we can see the changes that has been done in your life. That is how were you if you, after taking birth. So you were the child. You have many hobbies. After growing up, all the hobbies have been changed up. Because changed up. You have been got married now. Now you have your own life. Now you have your own family and also you will be having now changes also. So it is a similar, you have a small convert, that is a story here, Rahim. So when Rahim was a child, so Rahim is telling what has happened. When Rahim was a child, he lived a quiet, that is in a village. So you know many of them, they would have been living in the villages. After they grown up, after they got the jobs, they would have been shifted to what? For the towns and all, that is the cities and all. So they have much change in their life, that is in the past and the present. There was a little traffic and his family knew everybody. So in the village, you know, you'll be having that is the two lanes of houses here and there, and similarly you will be knowing all, and much in the villages you will not have traffic jam at all, no pollution at all. But when you come for the cities, totally it is different from this village life, that is the village life. In the city life, everyone are busy. Everyone are busy. So here Rahim is telling that when he was in the village, he knew all the people that were in his lane. So but when he came to the city, he was too busy on his work, So there were very little traffic and his family knew everybody. So he walked to school with his sister. So you know in the school when you are going with when you are small, when you are young and all, what you do? You go along with your that is your sister, younger brother or elder brother and all. You'll go along with your that is your family brothers, siblings. After school, he played outside with his friend. In the evening, he sat and played with his parents. So you know, after coming back to the school, immediately you throw your bags, you go out to play with your friends. Same Rahim was also doing the same thing. In the evening, he sat and played with his parents. So as usually, even you do in the city also. People enjoyed helping each other. People here were enjoying their life, their lifestyle in the village. So here, Rahim was when he was a child, he was enjoying much of his childhoodness, and he was telling that he was very happy to stay with his siblings. Now after getting married, after having children, totally his life has become changed now. So here people enjoy helping each other. So you know in villages you know how they help each other. So if you don't have any little things also, if you don't have any for example, if you don't have sugar or any tea powder, and what do? You share. You go and ask with them. Even you share things, any eatable things you bring, you share with your friends or with your neighbors. But in cities, the life is totally different. Where did Rahim live when he was a child? So he was living in a village. With whom did he go to school? He went with his sister. To school. Where did he play? He played outside with his friends. So this was his routine when he was a child. Next we'll see, that was then. Now we are seeing the present of the Rahim. We saw the past of the Rahim. Now we are going to read the present of the Rahim. Now Rahim has grown up. He lives in a big city. So I told you this was his present. In his past, he was living in a village. So when you live in a village, totally the lifestyle is different. You don't have any traffic jam. You don't have any pollution. You are totally free. But when you come to shift to the city, you are totally depending on your others. So here, all the things, any things you want, you are totally depending on others here. So here, no, you will have much traffic jam, much pollution, air pollution is much for you. So you are busy with your schedule. Lives in a big city. There is a lot of traffic. He knows only a few people. So here you can know in the village there was a two lane of that was houses. So everyone knew each other. But in the city, because they are very busy, here even the neighbors are, we don't talk even for the neighbors also. So why? Because we are very busy. We are so busy that we don't want to talk with them, we don't want to interact with them. So we are busy with our life here. So early in the morning we go, we get up, we do our work in the home. So what we do, we have any household work we do, we go for the office. In the evening we come back, again we cook. This is the daily routine of our life in the city. Because we are very busy, we don't interact with people here. We don't interact with people. When we don't interact with people, we don't have a bond here. Here we don't have a bond. Bond was there in the village when Rahim was living. So Rahim, the children go to school. So here we can see Rahim was married and he had children also. So his children used to go in the car. So you can see Rahim used to walk with her sister for the school. So you can see total changes here. So in the village there was no traffic jam. In the city you have totally traffic jam and air pollution is much. And in the when he was young, he used to go with her sister by walk for the school. But here his children are going in the car for the school. So you can see what is the mode of transport also being used. So after school they watch television. So Rahim used to, after school he used to play with his friends. But what the city children are doing here? The children are watching the TV, that is the television. They are busy in watching the television. They are not happy to go out and to play with their friends. In the evening, they do their homework. So here in the evening what they do their homework. They sit inside the home. After the parents come after their job, they study for examination. So here what is different here? So there is no interaction. There is no interaction between the people. So here Rahim used to go outside and he used to play. He had much friends. So he used to enjoy his life. But his children, what are his children doing? They go for the school. When they come back, they watch television. And after watching television, they do their homework and study for their exam. So this was the routine. This was the changes that we see in a village life and the city life. So what changes did we see, children, today? So you know, because you are living in a city. So in which city are you living? You are living in Bangalore, that is Bengaluru. So it is a busy city. It is a busy city and it is also known as a Silicon cities. It is also known as the Garden City. No, children? Yes or no? Yes, it is known as the Garden City and also the Silicon City and the fast growing city. So now our city is also polluted city. It is ranked third. When you see in the eyes of Indians, so Delhi is the first place in the world. Delhi is the first place in the world which is polluted. When it ranks that in India, only for when you see in the eyes of only India, Bangalore is the third place which is much polluted. So why it is polluted? Because of the pollution which is being caused by the vehicles or the factories. No, children. So we saw the changes that happened in the life of the Rahim in the village, and when he shifted to the town, what were the changes in his life and his children is totally different. So in the city life, we are totally busy. We don't interact with the people. Most of all, most thing is that we should think that we don't interact with people. Why we don't interact with people? Because we are busy with our life, with our schedule. We go for the office, even we work in the home also. So you can see the parents both are working here. When you see in the city life, here we see both the mother and the father are going for the work, because the city life is very costly for you. So in the village you can see most of all the people, the mother will be in the home, she will be cooking for the children, even she may go for the farm also. But here the life is very beautiful and very calm also. But here after coming for the city, Rahim had become totally changed, and his that is lifestyle has also been changed. No, children? So where does Rahim live now? Rahim is living now in a city. So how do children go to school? So children were going for school in a car. So you can see the change here. Rahim used to go by a walk. Here the children are going in a car. What do children do in the evening? So in the Rahim used to go to play in the evening with his friend. Here the children are, what they are doing? The children are not going out. They are watching television. Immediately after watching television, what they do? They do their homework and study for their exam. Okay, children? Now you have say true or false here. Rahim walked to school with his sister. It is yes. What it is? First one is yes. Next. There was a lot of traffic in the village. No. It is no. It is not true. No. In cities, students watch TV after school. Yes, it is true. Now you can see mobiles in the hands of the children most of all. No children? Yes or no? Yes, it is. TV and mobile are the entertainment now for the children. Now next you have fill in the blanks. Select the appropriate words given in the bracket. Rahim lived in a, that is noisy or quiet village. He lived in a quiet village. First one is quiet. You have two options there, quiet or noisy. So you have to tick for quiet. Underline and write it quiet. There was a dash traffic when Rahim was a child. There was a very little traffic in the village. Very little. So you have to write very little. Rahim walked to school with his sister. With his brother. You have two options there, brother or sister. You have to write sister. Rahim played with his friends or relative. He used to play with his friends. No children? Now I have cleared the lesson for you. This was a small lesson. In this lesson, what do you learn? You will see the difference between the village life and the city life. So you have seen the village life and the city life because you are staying in the city. Now you know the city life almost you know. When you visit to your granny home, those who are living in villages, so you know the village life also. In the village life it is very peaceful, calm, and you will be very happy because you don't have any traffic pollution or air pollution here. So did you understand lesson children? I hope so you have understood the lesson. You have some hard words here. So the first one is Rahim, R-A-H-I-M, Rahim, R-A-H-I-M, Rahim. Next, traffic, T-R-A-F-F-I-C, traffic, T-R-A-F-F-I-C, traffic. Next, enjoyed, E-N-J-O-Y-E-D, enjoyed, E-N-J-O-Y-E-D, enjoyed. Prayed, P-R-A-Y-E-D, prayed, P-R-A-Y-E-D, prayed. Next, examination, E-X-A-M-I-N-A-T-I-O-N, examination, E-X-A-M-I-N-A-T-I-O-N, examination. Next, last one, television, T-E-L-E-V-I-S-I-O-N, television, T-E-L-E-V-I-S-I-O-N, television. So what do you have to do this children? So you have to write these words 5 times each in your homework book and read the lesson. Underline the difficult words also. So through WhatsApp group I will be sending you the notes. Thank you children.